Hi, and thanks for joining us for another episode of Nova News. I'm Bashar Leon for Nova Solutions, and today we're going to talk about 7 tips for getting your page load time up to speed. So working on your site and making it load faster is not an option these days. It's an absolute must. It's essential for your business. And so optimizing site load speed directly impacts your bounce rate and even your conversions. So even if you're running a hobby site, you still need to make sure it loads quickly, or nobody else will be interested in staying on it for very long. Fortunately, there are many things you can do to make it run faster. It doesn't matter whether you're using WordPress or another popular platform, there are both small and major things you can do to significantly increase your site's load time. Now, the first thing is, if you are running a WordPress blog, be sure to install the WordPress Super Cache plugin. It generates static HTML files, which will be served to most visitors instead of the heavier WordPress PHP script. Even the small number of visitors who will not see the static HTML files will still benefit from a slightly faster load time, as they will see different cached files that are not as fast as the static files, but still faster than the uncached versions. Number 2 is to use a plugin such as Lazy Load to only allow images to load when they are visible on the visitor's device. This type of plugin prevents images from loading when the user is unable to see them anyway. The next thing is another trick that you can do with photos and graphics, which is to implement new formats to reduce the size. You see, new image formats you might want to try to adopt include JPEGXR and WEBP. They will reduce image weight and load time by at least 20% without sacrificing that quality. Now, number 4 is to go over all of the plugins that you have installed and consider whether you need each and every one of them. If there are any that you can do without, disable or even uninstall them. It may be worth sacrificing a plugin or two to help increase your site speed a bit. There is also the possibility that some of them may be outdated and not running properly. You will need to get rid of those or update them if you really need to keep them. Number 5 is to take measures to minify CSS and JavaScript. First off, to minify your code, or minification, is simply removing excess characters from your source code without changing the functionality of your page. So you can remove unnecessary elements such as extra space and line breaks. There are minification tools available that will also help reduce a script size by up to 20%. However, make sure you use the right tool, otherwise the script may appear squished and unreadable. And lastly, does your hosting include a firewall? How safe is it? So don't bother with a hosting package that doesn't come guaranteed with a firewall and other security features. Not only does it protect your own private information as well as that of your visitors, secure hosting also makes your site run faster by removing spam traffic and denying potential attackers. If your site or blog admin ends up under attack, everything will run very slowly as it cannot process a high number of login attempts. So number 7 is deferring JavaScript code. So lastly, deferring a JavaScript loading helps to make a site run faster. However, you must make sure you do it correctly. Use a plugin that is designed for deferring an execution of JavaScript so that it loads when the page load is completed and not before. Otherwise, it can slow your site down considerably. And just remember, in the end, after you make the necessary changes, use a site speed test such as the ones offered on Google to make sure that your site loads faster to please the search engine crawlers. So, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like it on Facebook, to follow us on Twitter, and to subscribe to us on YouTube. Thanks again for watching.